happy birthday, Mom.
Thanks.
A war going on between Russia and Ukraine.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage, and today we're going to continue working on our Factory 5 GTM Supercar. As you guys seen in the previous video, we finally got this sucker off the trailer and into the garage where we started tearing it apart. We basically just tore apart this front hood right here just to kind of get a visual look at it right there. There's some pretty crazy stuff going on. Definitely a good bit of frame damage, which that's exactly what we're going to do today, is just continue tearing apart this cooling system right here. That way we can kind of just get a way better look at those bars right there, because I don't know if we can straighten those out. We might just have to replace those, and that is some special type of metal, ain't that right there? Like some sort of space aluminum or something like that, or something. I forget what you call it, but it's some
steel.
super lightweight. Is it steel?
Yeah. Super
Lightweight, but yet super strong as well. But you know what? We're gonna dig into that a little bit later. And also we showed you guys the interior. The interior is super sweet in there, but definitely some broken stuff which we need to fix. Also, we started it. Sounds super healthy with basically stock. I don't think it's cammed out or anything. It's just nicely built. But what we're gonna do right now, before we actually continue tearing this thing apart, is actually run to the shop, the new Goon Squad garage, like we did in the previous video, because we actually wanna go ahead and finish digging that trench. That way we can pass some inspections and get that whole entire building finished up. So let's just go ahead, hop into the Raptor, head that way, dig out that trench, and we'll get back over here and start digging into this thing. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. We are finally done digging both of our trenches, and this right here is our sewer trench, and we actually had to go a lot deeper than we expected because we ended up finding like two of the ends of the lines right there. So there's one in here and also one right there, but you know what, we're gonna leave that up to the plumber to decide which one he wants to connect to. But that basically leads to like the main sewer of the city right there, which is somewhere under this road. And then it goes like where, to like some facility or something, dude, like that, dude?
Some kind of like cleaning
to the river, maybe?
Like, I don't know, dude. I believe after they clean it, they possibly run the water into the river. I don't know.
That's real interesting, actually.
Yeah.
If anybody knows, let us know about that. But anyways, we had to have plenty of fall. That way the stuff that goes through the sewer actually ends up over here. So we ended up going pretty deep right there. Lots of maneuvering with the excavator, the skid steer. We had to move dirt because we had to also throw down some gravel. But you know what? We got that all knocked out. And all we got to do right now is basically call the plumber up. And they just got to connect the sewer and also the water line, which we dug that out. That was super easy. We only had to go like a foot deep, 10 wide or something like that.
Yeah, 10 foot long, just straight to the building, straight shot, super simple. But this one just had to be the most perfect one because it had to slope a little bit and all that stuff.
Exactly. But you know what? This is done, and now we basically got one inspection to pass before we can finish up this whole entire building. So this right here is basically our rough-in, our plumbing rough-in inspection. And once this passes, dude, then we can finish up the rest of the building, the whole entire interior, the office, you know, the sheetrock, the painting works, all the light fixtures on the inside, the lifts can go in, all the light fixtures on on the exterior, all the landscaping, the whole entire shebang, dude. This is exciting stuff.
The parking lot, I mean, everything, all the landscaping and stuff like that. So this is all we had to do. That's why we're so dedicated to get this stuff knocked out right here,
yeah,
dude.
This is almost more important than working on that GTM Factory 5 car right there.
Although it's a beast, we're about to get back on it, dude.
And actually, while we were working out here, dude, I figured out something super epic about that car. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Oh, man.
Right now, we're pretty much packed up, and we're going to run to the store. And what you feeling, hot dogs or hamburgers?
Dude, maybe a steak, dude.
A steak? Oh, man, you can't never go wrong with a steak. But you know what? We're pretty hungry, and also we got the perfect sauce to go with it, the dang sauce,
man.
So we might even have to pick up a little grill because I don't think we got
I think I took all the grills up to the house, dude, because I was just cooking as much as possible, man.
That's right. No, we need to bring one dedicated to parents' house over here. So
we're dedicated to here, man.
Hey, we ain't made it here that far yet. But anyways, we definitely will have a whole entire setup over here. Maybe like a fire pit,
a smoker
for marshmallows, the whole thing. But anyways, right now we're gonna start heading back to the house after we swing by a store, maybe pick up a few goodies, and then we'll start working on that Factory 5 GTM.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Birthday cake.
60 years.
This is birthday cake.
That's a good birthday cake.
Boys make it birthday cake.
We're making you a birthday lunch / dinner. It's not dinner just yet, but we're gonna go somewhere for dinner too. But anyways, be sure to wish Mama Goon Squad happy birthday in the comment section down below. And you are how old or how young? 60 years young.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alrighty guys, so we finally made it back to the original Goon Squad garage after stopping by the Food City and the Home Depot. We gathered a bunch of food supplies, and also we got that little grill over there, and we had a whole entire feast. We were just chilling with the fam. It's Mom's birthday today, so we felt it was only right, and we had some hamburgers, some hot dogs, some steaks, some Caesar salad, and a bunch of other little goodies here and there. But more importantly, we had the dang sauce over
man.
everything.
You got that right.
This is still unreal to me. Look, you and me are on a bottle with our own dang sauce,
Unbelievable,
man.
dude.
That's so crazy. And Pops absolutely loves this stuff. I mean, he drenches his
it
stuff
on everything, dude.
That's why. And to think about this, Mom actually doesn't like hot sauce, but she likes the dang sauce.
Dude, crazy,
How's that even possible? So we definitely perfected that flavor right there and all that good stuff. And we're super grateful to everybody who already purchased you one of these. Well, right now we're actually, I think, in the U.S. or did we expand?
Dude, as of yesterday, we are now selling to Canada and Mexico, man.
So if you want to get you one and you're in Canada and Mexico, be sure to visit the link down below and just to upgrade your food experience, upgrade your taste buds and all that good stuff. Man, huge shout out to Hoff and Pepper as well for working with us on that. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out our little grill right here.
Oh, our little grill, dude. Look at that. Nice. Wait, is this still warm, dude?
It is, dude. If it's hot until the morning, I'll tell you what, we're going to have
breakfast burrito.
A dang son breakfast biscuit.
We still got some meat left over. We'll throw it on there and warm it up.
Maybe we'll do that. But anyways, while we were eating, you know, we had Pops out here, and we were just talking about this car right here, and man, this thing is just blowing our minds after just sitting here looking at it. And after just getting a little bit more information on it, we found out something insane about this this engine right here. So we thought this was an LS6, but after digging a little bit deeper, this right here is an LS7, dude.
That is just crazy. So apparently this thing is a LS7, and that is just insane. We actually had somebody reach out, and they told us what numbers were on the heads, and they put that in their system or whatnot, and they understood that this sucker was an LS7.
This right here is actually worth like 12 grand. So that, and it makes more horsepower than an LS6. LS6 makes like 400. Yeah. This makes like 500. And the way to tell is, I guess you look at the heads, and 8452 is stamped on it. So if you guys want to fact check that, you can do that right there. So we were kind of just contemplating a few things of.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in this engine bay, basically.
What's going on with it, and what we can further do to this thing, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, we're going to talk about the value of this thing as it sits right here, because, you know, we always talk about the value towards the end of the series, but you know what? Let's just bring it up right now. So we bought it for $17,000. The engine, this LS7 engine, is worth about $12,000. But then we also found out that it has a dry sump kit on it, which is that thing right there, which is made for what? Racetracks?
Dude, that's just what this LS7 engine needs right here, especially whenever you're racing and stuff like that. It keeps the oil, the engine and the oil well, you know, everywhere, dude.
That is
well
right.
oiled up.
And that sucker right there is worth $4,500. And then, of course, you got the Porsche trans, which is worth around $3 grand. That's the cheapest
This is
one
all
right
like
there.
cheap prices right here that we're throwing down right here, dude.
And then, of course, you got the custom headers right there, which are worth roughly around $1,200. So we're just like shooting low ball numbers.
Yeah,
right
low
there,
ball
dude.
numbers. And I did find out that these are Cook's headers, and these are actually custom made for this car right
That's
here.
right, because like they
curve up.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff
curve
like
up. They shoot upwards right here. So right now we're already making money, dude. We're at $20,700. Not even doing anything.
That's
to
just
it,
in
dude.
the engine, trans, and all the other little knickknacks. That's not even talking about like the actual car itself,
my
dude.
Goodness, dude. And honestly, you can't even buy this car right now because they're all sold out for 2022, which that's just insane. Makes this car even more rare, dude.
Yeah, you got that right. So that is just insane. I tried actually seeing if I could order one of these kits to see what it all comes with, but it says sold out for 2022,
dude,
which
insane.
is crazy.
Hopefully we can get a hood, dude, which we already reached out to Factory 5. And honestly, it's going to be pretty tough to get one of these. They did say like 4 to 6 weeks if we actually put in the order, but we haven't put in the order because we weren't able to like directly contact the parts department.
Yeah, we're just emailing. You guys know how emails go. They take forever. So we got a list. We need a windshield. That's going to take, I heard, a couple months. But you know what? A little bit of cracks ain't never hurt nobody. You know what I mean?
Dude, this is a custom Factory 5 windshield as well. So we might have to repair that thing. What do you think about that?
I say we've repaired some crazy stuff. So I think if we can't get one, we will.
Dude, a lot of crazy stuff right now, and there's a lot more. We're going to probably go over that stuff a little bit later. Right now, it's already dark because it took forever digging those trenches and also just having a little cookout. You know what I mean?
Just enjoying some dang
sauce. Do you
sauce,
still want to do some stuff tonight, or should we save it for tomorrow morning?
We can probably save it for tomorrow morning and start ripping apart that front end.
We'll do just that. Alrighty guys, so it is the next day and it kind of took us a good bit of time before we actually hopped on the GTM over here, because as you guys know, there's basically a war going on between Russia and Ukraine, and as many of you guys know, that's exactly where our parents are from. That's where they originated from, and we got tons of family over there, and we actually have a cousin that's in the Ukrainian army right now, and we're just making a lot of phone calls, making sure everything is going good. So it's like really scary over there right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because right now our cousins, they're basically just kind of hiding in their basements. They don't really even have basements out there. They have like food cellars that are in the ground.
Yeah, they're kind of like almost like storm shelters that go in the ground and stuff, where they store food. That way it stays cool and stuff like that, and non-perishable items. And that's basically where they can stay right now. They're basically on lockdown as well, almost like martial law. So there's nothing that they can do. They can't even go to hospitals right now. I believe everything is just so crazy right now. So that's why we're like in the morning, we're calling, you know, making sure everything is all right. I believe our oldest brother got in touch with our cousin that's actually in the Army, and he said everything so far is good. And just luckily they're safe. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So it's really scary stuff.
Yeah, really scary stuff. What's going on over there? I mean, prayers are being sent over there, making sure everybody stays safe, and hopefully they can find peace here really soon, because nobody wants to go to war. You know what I mean? That's the worst thing ever. You know.
So hopefully everything turns out all right over there. But we did manage to actually get some stuff done over here on the GTM car, and you know, just try to get our minds off things. And what do we got going on with this frame over here?
We went ahead and just like basically started tearing apart this whole entire front end over here. We got the coolers off, and the one thing that we noticed is our
radiator is thick and it's good.
It is strong, dude. This thing didn't even bend at all. The only thing that got bent is these little brackets that the condenser actually sits on, which this condenser is definitely shot. That's the only thing that took the impact. Radiator is good, full of fluid. I didn't even know that right there, but that is just a good sign, because we don't have to buy one of those. We'll just pop it back on and give this thing what it needs to be done to it, some revs.
That's right, exactly, which we might even be able to drive it just in the property right here in today's video.
Well, we want to test out the manual transmission. We want to make sure this thing goes into gear. I mean, we know it runs. Now we need to know if it'll actually drive. So we went ahead and ran to a local brake line shop, and they made us a little brake line really quickly right there. That way we can have brakes. That way this thing can actually stop. And also we did notice that our steering rack and pinion right here is actually bent. So the main bar is actually bent down. So we're going to have to get a whole entire setup right here. I believe that's a universal one. I think it's called a Flaming River steering rack and pinion. So we'll just get one of those. I think it's like $700. But for now, we can weld what we got together. That way it can turn and stuff like that. But for the most part, the frame on this thing is pretty much simple, dude. I mean, as you can tell, the only thing that got bent is this front end right here, which these bars right here and back is basically the strongest part of the frame. It didn't get bent at all, so we can possibly straighten this out, pull it this way, or we can buy some of these metal bars right here at our local metal shop and cut them to length and weld them back up and have a brand new front end.
We're gonna have to go to NASA to get those bars.
Aerospace.
Space frame. That's
space frame. I wonder why they call it a space frame. Why did they call that? Because the way they make it or something like that?
Honestly,
they make it in space and ship it back down here?
we definitely got to do some research on that. But as right now, we're gonna go ahead and probably
throw the radiator back on.
Throw the radiator back on, put some fluid in it, go ahead, weld up that little tie rod bar right there, start this sucker up.
Find some wheels. Find some wheels. I think we have some wheels on the back of our parts Camaro. Throw it on here and see if this thing will go into some gears.
Drive.
I mean, he's driving pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, the reverse, the clutch feels nice and tight, dude.
Dude, that is awesome. What are you gonna do, a burnout?
Might as well,
we pumped the brakes. You want to back up a little bit more, get on flat ground?
Hopefully one tire can hold us, dude.
We're about to find out, I guess, right now. I think it will. All right, you're in gravel. Come up a little bit. You're in some gravel right there.
I mean, I'm gonna need some room.
Right abouts right there is good.
It's a manual. I mean, manuals are pretty hard to just do a standing burnout.
That's true. Don't burn the clutch out. I think you got it.
Oh my goodness.
Good save,
Dude, it did not stop, dude.
Oh my, I see that.
Dude, it did not want to stop,
Hey,
dude.
how about this? Let's put this sucker away right now.
Dude, I was like, make it inside the door, make it inside the door. So I just cut that thing off, dude.
Wait, why didn't it stop?
It just was sliding, dude. There's so much power.
Yeah, there's a black mark, dude. That was a
You know
good
what's
save.
the most dangerous thing ever?
What?
These pedals are so close together, dude.
Oh, I noticed
so
that,
close
dude.
together, dude. So
That's
it's
it,
like
man.
super difficult, but good save, dude.
Good save. Yeah, we're not gonna do any burnouts until this thing is ready for some burnouts.
You never know.
Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. That thing is super sketchy as it sits right there, but you know what? We'll be able to get it 100% here really soon. So definitely make sure to stay tuned to see how this sucker turns out. We got some leads on some parts, so that's some really exciting stuff right there. And also give us a follow on Instagram if you want an inside scoop there before YouTube. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.